Can the government use evidence it found by breaking the rules? That is the question behind Mapp v. Ohio, one of the most important Fourth Amendment cases in American criminal procedure. The story began in Cleveland, Ohio in May of 1957. Police officers came to the home of Dalry Mapp. They were looking for a person wanted for questioning in connection with a bombing, and they believed there might be gambling materials inside the house. Mapp did not simply open the door. She called her lawyer and refused to let the officers enter unless they had a search warrant. The officers left the doorway under watch. About 3 hours later, more officers arrived. At least one door was forced open. A paper said to be a warrant was shown, but when the case reached court, the prosecution did not produce a valid warrant. The search spread through rooms, drawers, suitcases, personal papers, and the basement. The suspected bomber was not found. The case that followed was not built on bombing evidence. It was built on obscene materials found during the search. Dalry Mapp was convicted in Ohio State Court. Her argument was simple. If the search violated the Constitution, the evidence found through that search should not have been used to convict her. At the time, that argument had a complicated answer. In federal court, the Supreme Court had already said that illegally seized evidence could be excluded. That rule came from Weeks v. United States in 1914. But in state court, the picture was different. Under Wolf v. Colorado, states were not yet required to follow the same exclusionary rule. So Mapp v. Ohio asked a deeper question. Is the Fourth Amendment just a promise on paper, or does it need a remedy that actually changes what happens in court? In 1961, the Supreme Court reversed Mapp's conviction. The court held that evidence obtained by searches and seizures that violate the Constitution is inadmissible in a state criminal trial. That rule is called the exclusionary rule. It does not say every defendant is innocent. It does not say every search is unlawful. It says that when the government violates the constitutional boundary, it cannot profit from that violation by using the evidence in court. The decision also changed the relationship between federal rights and state prosecutions. Through the 14th Amendment, the Fourth Amendment's protection against unreasonable searches and seizures became enforceable against the states with the same core remedy used in federal court. The debate did not end there. Critics argued that excluding evidence can let guilty people avoid conviction because of police error. Supporters answered that constitutional rights become hollow if courts accept the fruits of unconstitutional conduct. That tension is why Mapp still matters. It sits at the line between public safety and legal restraint, between finding evidence and proving a case lawfully. The practical lesson is direct. In American criminal courts, illegally obtained evidence is not supposed to become an easy shortcut. A search may be powerful, but the Constitution asks whether it was lawful. And after Mapp v. Ohio, that question could not be left at the courthouse door.